Hello and welcome to Couple of Instigators. I have got Jen, Lauren, and Mel, and we are here. I am queer. I don't know the song. We're here. We're queer. I don't know.
It's Pride Month, so
it's Pride Month, so
it's great.
Oh, happy Pride!
Thank you.
Pride.
Thank you. You know what though? I feel like Happy Pride now is everybody, because I don't know anyone who is not pan, bi, you know what I mean? Every letter at the end of the LGBTQA plus FC. I don't know. Everybody is a member of Pride, and that's okay. I liked it better when it was more exclusive, but I will allow others to come. Okay.
Too many people in the club.
There's, that's the thing though. I was reading this big article. There's really no more gay bars, like especially lesbian bars. There's only a handful left in all of the United States.
Oh.
Yeah,
because why?
Well, I think there's number one. I think there's a lot has to do with it's so much more accepted, and I don't think that people feel like they need to go out and like segregate. But other people have a lot of other reasons for the decline of the lesbian bar, and they always say that it's hard to have a solely lesbian establishment because once lesbians start dating someone, they disappear off the face of the earth until they're single again. You know what I mean? So they don't go out and patronize a lot of the bars. That's what some people's opinion too is. And then a lot of the ones are like, women don't buy drinks. That's what they claim.
Or they're going to more like just bars that everybody goes to. You know what I mean? Like once you're in a couple, like the chances of having a bunch of lesbian couple friends, you probably have a lot more like male-female couple friends. You know what I mean? So if you do go to a bar as a group, like how many people is just like one couple go to a bar together?
Mm-hmm.
But like if you go to a bar with a group and it's a bunch of couple friends, you're not just going to go to the lesbian bar. So it makes sense that once they're coupled up, there's no more reason to go.
Well, yeah. I mean, but also people say, oh, you know what? Well, lesbians, they don't buy drinks. They don't spend money. And I mean, really? That is a stereotype. Oh yeah. That's always been the stereotype is it's hard to make money. And then I thought, well, who am I to say I don't drink? So what am I buy? You know what I mean? Whoever I'm with, or I'll buy people drinks. Not spending.
I feel like you're a big pick up the tab person, Cindy.
Yeah. But also I do remember a bunch of lesbians having beer in the parking lot in their trunk and then going out there and drinking and then going into the bar.
I got invited to a wedding once and they told everybody to bring booze and drink in the parking lot because the hall it was held at, like they had to have their own like bartender and liquor and everything like that had to go straight through, and they weren't doing a open bar wedding. It was a cash bar wedding. So they're like, if you don't want to pay the prices inside, just bring a cooler and stick it in the car and we'll go out to the parking lot and drink. And I'm like,
are you kidding?
What are you doing?
Are they still married, the people? Are they still married?
I have no idea. Actually, yes, they are. Okay,
maybe that's the thing.
Tailgate
at the wedding.
Somebody that has open bar doesn't stay together. Cash bar, they make it.
Thing for a relationship.
I'm gonna Google that to see if there's some kind of statistics there.
Right. Do you
that actually just reminded me. I know someone who had open bar, and they're not together anymore.
So yeah, okay. Laura now is gonna think about all her friends. All right, so this is like a weird,
I've never been to a cash bar wedding. That one I didn't go to.
Yeah, because I RSVP no to those.
No one's been to a cash bar wedding because why?
Why exactly?
Why?
I've been to one where they it's free. What do they call it? All you can drink for like 2 hours, and then
like
after a certain time,
or they do the free lower liquor. What do you call? Well, well. Right? Is that what they call it? Yeah. Well, look.
Yeah, like you pay a little more if you want
Crown or Top Shelf. Yeah. So our wedding was open bar, Top Shelf.
I bet.
Oh,
yeah, okay. But we're not together. So
what did you give for the boutonniere?
Okay, wait a minute. Okay,
the bomboniere, or what do you call it?
Italians always give really good gifts.
Yeah, it's the bomboniere. Well, of course, I had the almond candies wrapped in the netting.
Yeah.
Lauren, do you know about that?
Yeah. The almonds, they're very hard and they break your teeth.
How do you know about those, Lauren?
She's been to a lot of weddings, I think.
A lot of weddings do that. Yeah.
They do?
And I went to the musical Tony and Tina's wedding, which is Italian.
Oh my God, those are so fun if you participate.
Because they and my friend actually got picked as the garter person. So she got to go up and they were doing the garter with her. It was super fun.
So fun. Yeah, they would come around here too, and it would be at a hall, like a cheesy hall, and everybody goes, you dress up just like you're at the wedding, and then you watch. It's a show, but it's like you're at their wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was a great concept. God, I haven't seen that in 10 years. Is it still touring, or that was years ago, right?
I mean, I saw it in 2004 or 5.
Yeah, I think that's when it was really popular way back. Yeah, that was always. And I remember whenever they were in town, I had a couple friends that would go work at them. They put out casting calls, yeah, so I had a couple friends that did it, acting stuff here in Rochester, and they would put out a casting call, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm doing it for 3 nights or 2 nights, you know what I mean? They'd do Friday. I think they even did 2 shows on a Saturday, but yeah. So
yeah, it's really fun. We've done, they have murder mystery theater. We're getting way off top of Italian weddings.
Yeah.
They have a murder mystery dinner thing here, and they do local actors. And we actually saw one of the guys somewhere else, and we're like, that's the guy from the mystery dinner. But that was fun too, because they interact, but it is very cheesy. The acting is very over the top, and
yeah. So Jen, back to the wedding. We gave away a porcelain handled cake cutters. And you want to know the funny thing is, a friend of mine, I was over there. I didn't go this Christmas Eve. We spend the holidays together, and she whipped out that cake cutter for my wedding.
Oh my gosh.
So sweet.
I was like, you still have that? It's been 30 years. Oh, yeah. Where's that? You got that as a bomboniere?
Yeah.
What's a
literally,
bomboniere?
they had 300 of these.
Yeah. Those were they're the wedding gift.
Oh, favors?
In Italian, they call it the bomboniere.
Oh,
yeah.
I never heard that.
Yeah, that's what they call it so that's what we gave away. Do people still do those wedding favors?
Yeah. No, what's that big? Is it a flask, Jen? That big thing?
It's you would pour your booze, like a decanter.
It looks huge.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So they were on everyone's at their place setting.
Rum to give you an idea.
Oh,
wow.
So the last wedding I went to before COVID. Okay, Charlene, sorry if you're listening. She's my best friend, but we got a bottle opener that looks like a key.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, that's cute.
Well, okay, yeah, but come on, compared to that.
Come on, compared to that wine decanter.
Exactly. Crazy.
I bet the guy at the dollar store that
Jen, I'm not editing this out.
I think she actually got it on Wish. She wouldn't know how to work a podcast if her life saved.
So I haven't been to a wedding in a couple of years. I think the older we get, the less weddings.
I know, me either.
I don't like going to weddings. I hate being in weddings.
Yes.
I love it.
When I was in, I told all my friends after, no more, don't ask me. I don't want to do it. I want no part of it. I will be your bitch the day of. When the wedding party is doing hair and makeup and all that stuff, I'll run around, whatever you need, stuff set up at the reception while you're off doing pictures. I'll do it, no problem. I'm not buying the ugly dress. I'm not paying to get my hair and makeup done. And I'm not doing endless weekends of bridal activities.
Yeah. Yeah. So speaking of that, I did see a post, since we're on this subject. Somebody said that was it the wedding etiquette? not etiquette, like that letter that they gave to the people before they asked them to be in the wedding. And the letter was like, you're perfectly allowed to decline. Don't feel pressured. I don't know. It was a post I saw on Facebook. I don't know if it was one of the groups we're in, Jen, or not.
I think that's a good idea. Give people an out, because unless you're like 22, nobody wants to be in a wedding. Like, it's super fun when you're really young and all your friends are doing it and stuff. Like, I don't know. Once I was past 30, I was like, screw this. Like, I want to go. I want to have fun. I want to drink. Like, yeah, I
don't want to go to a wedding, period.
I love weddings.
I like a good wedding.
You do?
Yes, I love it.
I have not talked to any, I don't know one person that loves a wedding.
They're all open bar. They're all the ones I've been to. They're all fun. They're all people I know. Like, maybe it's a Southern wedding thing. They're just so fun.
I just think I'm a miserable bitch, and I don't want to be like at some wedding dressed up and it's 97 out and I'm in some fucking barn with dust blowing up my nose, or I'm outside in a fucking tent. I'm in a tent. It's 97 and I'm in a tent sweating. Fuck you.
It definitely depends like how the couple is. So, okay. So there was another post recently about kind of a spin off of the weddings. And someone mentioned like you should always cover the plate of like whatever wedding you're going to. So the gift you buy should be like, you just assume whatever the cost of the wedding is and how much.
Well, you know what? Good question, so Lauren.
Old school. And I think it's so rude to be like, you should be giving me a gift. Like,
no, I understand, but we always would give at least 100 per person because of the open bar and the plate. I always, and now I'm thinking like 200 a couple. Is that like cheap now?
I think
that's what I do. $100 a person.
Right.
And then it's family too.
Right. Okay.
That's very Italian.
So I'm still on track, Jen, about 100 a person. I mean, my cousin got married at one of the big, the fanciest golf courses here. And it's, Oak Hill. It's just like, it's the membership's like 100,000 a year on top of, Oak Hill. Mel, I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard of Oak Hill.
Right. And he's the one that had the tent outside. It was 90 something stagnant outside. And I'm like, we are in a fucking like rich person's golf club and I'm sweating in a tent. And he probably paid 6 figures for this wedding. So I don't know. I'm not down with any wedding anymore.
Are they still married?
No.
Sorry, I'm a little jaded on weddings.
They're not married. They're not married. Yep. But I don't know if it's going to be hot out. Just have the shit where there's air conditioning.
I'm just not a big fan of great big weddings as it is. Like the best weddings I've been to have all been like smaller type weddings. I've been to a ton of like black tie ballroom, like full production thing. There's nothing memorable. Yeah. There's nothing memorable about them. The food's always crap. Like, you never see the bride room.
Well, if they don't do a buffet, then it's that whole sit down. Yeah. But I always feel like when you're doing a sit down dinner, I don't care. They're like, you order on your little, card ahead of time, the chicken, the vegetable, or the steak, it's usually your 3 choices, whatever. But when they're pumping out 300 dishes pre-made, like I feel like that food is not going to be great to begin with.
No, it's not.
I almost prefer a buffet at that point because you have so many more options if you have the buffet.
I love the wedding buffet.
Right. Don't you agree, Lauren? Yeah. Like when they hand you the plate and you got like the little steak, your little piece of meat, I don't know. I'm like, give me the buffet. If I want all chicken, I'm going to get all chicken. Okay. But do you think we're ever going to see buffets again since COVID?
Oh, good
Lord,
point.
I hope not.
Jen.
Gone. Poof.